All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom also to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, and to the speckled bird across four corners of the world, and to the few sisters who are listening. To you we say Shalom. Lord will, this will be an edifying lesson. Basically, just hopping in the spirit, man, with in light of everything that's going on, especially throughout all the camps, man. You got a lot of guys falling out the truth, man, bringing railing accusations against the brothers that they were once apart, teaching side by side. Something that a lot of these guys forgot was this Hebrews 13:1. And it reads, Hebrews 13:1, let brotherly love continue. You see? And a lot of these guys forgot that brotherly love is a big part of this ministry, man. One of the big parts that how people are gonna know that we are the disciples of Yahweh Shai is how we love one another, man. You see? And that's through thick and thin, man. You see? Because even in the scriptures, we have examples of men of the Lord who argued with each other, man. Mm-hmm. Who had beef, so to speak, man. Where they were beefing with each other. But guess what? At the end of the day, they still taught the truth, man. One of those examples being Paul and Barnabas, right? Who had a dissension. Let me read it because it puts it in better words, man. It says, let me see. Acts, let me see. It's so sharp. The contention was so sharp between them. It says, Acts 15:39. It says, and the contention was so sharp between them that they departed asunder one from the other. And so Barnabas took Mark and sailed unto Cyprus, and Paul chose Silas and departed, being recommended by the brethren unto the grace of God. So you see, there's examples of the scriptures where there was contention among brothers, but did they ever stop loving one another, man? Did they ever stop teaching the truth? Did they ever fall out and start talking shit about each other? Nah, man. You see, a lot of these guys forget these scriptures, man. They forget that brotherly love has to continue. They forget that correcting one another is part of this truth. They forget that open rebuke is better than secret love. They forget these things, man. You see?
Bible Shaq, can you give me the scripture that talks about how many times shall you forgive your brother's trespass?
Khan.
Because I remember this, there's this quote in my head that stuck with me, because like the brother's talking about, eventually it is going to come down to that, you don't look forward to it, but sometimes brothers are gonna offend each other, but
yeah.
The thing is, just man up about it, man. Talk to your brother about it. Don't murmur against one another. Definitely don't have that what's that the word I'm looking for? Don't hold a grudge towards one another. Man up about it, talk about it. Because the quote in my head is that it's like a military quote. It says basically, we may quarrel with one another, but out there in the front lines, we are united.
That's right.
Because it's gonna come a point in time like that, but when it comes down to it, when it comes down to business, you better nip that under the bud, man. Get down to business and just keep on moving forward.
That's right. And then not only that, but we have the Passover coming up, man. When the Passover comes up, we want the Lord to ultimately, what does that word Pesach means? It means to pass over, man. We want the Lord to ultimately, just like how we did in Egypt, when the death angel came, we want him to pass over us, man, to not ultimately judge us, right? And we could only do that if we forgive one another, man. When that Passover time comes, what do a lot of brothers do? They call each other up. They call one another up and squash whatever beef they might have had, man. It's part of being in this truth. So let me get the scripture that the brother called for. This is Matthew 18:21. It says, then came Peter to him and said, Lord, How often shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times? And Yahushua saith unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
So there you go, man. Because that's just a numerous amount of times, man. Because it's just a completion. Because some of us just do something by accident that can offend a brother.
That's right.
You know, hey, he could do it to you. You could do it to somebody else. But like the brother quoted, man, a open rebuke is better than secret love. You know, you talk about it, man, like men, not like fucking women that hold a grudge, that murmur against one another, that talk to you about it, that talk with you about another brother behind your back. You know, now there's just envy. Now there's just emotional things going back and forth,
contention.
When that's not even necessary, man. You know.
That's right. Hey, the Lord said that if you have it not against your brother, to leave your gift and go. Let me see if I could get that scripture as well. It says Matthew 5, and I'm gonna start off at verse 22. It says, "But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause, shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire." You see, in a lot of guys, they have these secret grudges that they've been holding against brothers, man. Things that they have not let go of. Things that ultimately, when they look at brothers, they're looking at him sideways, man. They don't want to, they're looking down on a brother for whatever reason they may be, man. You know, just looking at a brother like he ain't shit, man. Just because this guy is offended, you know, for whatever reason. You see, those things, those secret grudges, those holding a grudge, so on and so forth. Hey, that's going off, man. That shit is going the fuck off. You have to talk to your brothers, man. You see? Or if not, you're going to be in danger of judgment. Just like Yahushua said, it says, "Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother has aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift." So first you have to be reconciled with thy brothers, man. You see? Whatever the situation is, whatever the fucking situation is, it shouldn't cost you your salvation, man. It shouldn't cost you you being around the brothers, man. It shouldn't cost you getting kicked out the camp, man. You see? You need to put that pride to the side and talk to your brother, man. You see, a lot of you guys start holding grudges and don't realize that, hey, that shit could put you in danger of judgment, man. You see, you're going out there teaching on the streets, so-called breaking these scriptures down, but when it comes down to it, you're hating your brother, man.
And that just shows you that you ultimately don't love Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because
that's right.
The scriptures talk about whatever you do unto me, you do unto my little ones. So just having that mindset that if you're doing something out of petty towards a brother because you're holding a grudge or you're murmuring, you're ultimately doing that to Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
And the Lord said, the scriptures talk about how can you love your brother.
Let me get that.
You know, because it's more burden to get it like that. But that's the mindset that we should all have. You know, how we treat one another, how we speak to one another. And that's basically the way you treat your brother is like how you should treat Yahweh Shai if he was right there in front of you.
That's right. This is 1 John 4:20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he has seen, how can he love God whom he has not seen?
Hey, so there you go, man. How can you say you love your brother who you can see physically in the flesh, physically with your eyes, but you hate him inwardly, man? And with Yahweh Shai, who you haven't seen, who you claim you love, how can you say that when you haven't even been around him? You know?
That's right.
How can you say you love your brother who's right there with you, but yet you have hate towards him inside you? But you claim to love Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know? That doesn't make any sense.
hey, ultimately that's gonna put you in danger of judgment, man. Because like how we started this lesson, hey, it says let brotherly love continue. One of the main parts of this ministry is charity, man. It says let me see. I know it's in Corinthians. Let me see. Charity. It says Salakia. This is 1 Corinthians 13:1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, which the tongue of angels, that's the Lashon Kodash, man. The actual Hebrew, right? It says, and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass and of a tinkling cymbal. It says, and though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. So you see, if you understand the whole book from Genesis to Revelation, the whole thing, you could break down all these scriptures. You could speak the Lashon Kodash down to the whole, just everything, man. You could speak it just amazingly. You're just fluent in it, man. You could understand all the prophecies. You could break down all the scriptures. You know how to line them up, how to bring them out, how to break down the words, how to do all those things. But if you don't have charity, hey, all of that is nothing, man. You're nothing. You have all this faith, but you don't have charity. You're nothing, man. You see? Because charity is a very important part of this this ministry, man. When you go into that word for charity in the blue letter, let me see. I believe that word is agape, man. So, let me see. It says charity. It says affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love, love feasts. So hey, that agape, that charity is ultimately brotherly love, man. That goodwill wants to towards one another, man. That affection that we have towards one another, man. Hey, does it not say in the scriptures that from that day forward that King David's heart was knit unto Jonathan's, man? That they loved each other more than one another, man. You see? Hey, a lot of you guys don't got the right spirit, man. A lot of you guys might understand these scriptures. A lot of you guys got these breakdowns, but you don't have brotherly love, man. A lot of you guys could teach these scriptures beautifully, but you don't have brotherly love, man. A lot of y'all know the Hebrew and this and that, know how to break scriptures down, but you don't have brotherly love, man. And that's what really matters.
John.
You know, so with that, Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. We want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, taught us his truth. Shalom and Abba Ba.